Alright everyone, so welcome back to the Thompson Center Encore stock. So this one, gentleman contacted me probably a month ago and he wanted me to fix his Encore stock, and this crack runs right through the wrist and it comes all the way down. Oh, let me see here, probably about 4 inches down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole through that with an 11/64 drill bit right in here. That way I can use a syringe with the epoxy and push it in there, and once I get the epoxy to come out the crack on the backside, I'll have this pushed together with the vise. I'll put it in the vise and then let it set for, I'd say 24 to 48 hours. In fact, actually, I'll probably put a C-clamp on it because it's cold out in the garage and I don't have heat out here. So let's get to it here. So I'm using, it's a 5-ton epoxy, and this stuff, I've always used it. Let's see, you gotta make sure you get your equal parts, because if you don't, it's not gonna come out right. Now it'll take longer for it to dry. So mix that up. And I normally put brown dye in. I don't have any brown, but this stock's got quite a bit of figure with black lines and stuff, so I'm going to use a little black dye. Mix the epoxy up pretty good here. It's almost like a dark brown. Let that sit there. I'm going to turn this just a little bit here so I can see. I don't want to put a big hole in the stock. I just want to put enough so that I can actually get the dye in there, in the epoxy. There we go. That lightens it up pretty good. So I'm going to just drill a small hole into the bottom of the crack. Lock this vise in place so it doesn't spin on me. You just want to go in enough so that you can insert the epoxy in there. Put this back in the vise, lock it down. Fill this up. Cold out here, so the epoxy is hardening up pretty quick. Put that in there. What it did was, came out right there on the other side, if you can see that. So I just need to keep working that in. What you can do is you can open this up a little bit, work it through, and then you can close it in. I'm going to put a little more in there. make sure it's full. What I'm going to do is I got to see what I'm doing here. I can't really see. I don't have my lights hooked up. I got one extension cord running to one outlet in here, and my father-in-law is coming back sometime, hopefully soon. But with this whole COVID thing, he's, trying to be nice and keep his distance from everybody. So I'm gonna put a little more down in here. And then after we have to drill this out anyway, we'll take all the old epoxy out, all that's like residual. I'm gonna just open this just a tiny bit and work that in. And this stuff, when it hardens like really good. I love working with this stuff. There. So now you can sit here and work it in. Yep. And that stuff right there, you can see opens and closes right there. Hey, buddy. Taking all the excess off. And then I'm going to wrap this with a sock. Now I'm going to put the sock as padding around here. You want to make sure you don't over tighten it so you don't crack it. I'll put this right here. That's closing it up. There. So there's that. And I'll do a follow-up video on this, so I'm going to have to grind some of this out, probably the leftover epoxy, take that out, and then sand the back of it to take the remainder off, and then touch it up with a little oil. So that's it in a nutshell there. If you have any questions, send something down below, and we'll see you guys on the next one.